Spring Memorial Motorcycle Ride will honor fan favorite Frank Fritz of American Pickers. Frank Fritz's fans will get the chance to bid their beloved picker a public goodbye next year. A memorial motorcycle ride and concert will be held this spring, according to Facebook posts from close friends, as well as numerous interviews in The Sun, a tabloid that has breathlessly covered the American Pickers star's life after leaving the show. Fritz, who died last month from complications due to a stroke, wanted his ashes to be placed on the back of a motorcycle or in a sidecar for a ride through the Quad Cities, Fritz's close friend Jerry Gendro told The Sun. Fritz had an affinity for motorcycles and was often on the hunt for old-time chopper paraphernalia like gas station signs or oil cans. He traveled to Sturgis in South Dakota, considered the world's largest motorcycle event, at least once, hitting the highway with Robbie Wolf, Mike's brother who replaced Fritz on the History Channel juggernaut. There will be a celebration of life in the future, another friend, Chris Davis, confirmed to The Sun. It will be big. We already have several bands who want to play in it, including my band. Dates, times, and more specifics about the memorial will be announced as details are finalized, friends said. Gendro, who owns the building housing Frank Fritz finds in Savannah, Illinois, told the tabloid he plans to honor the antique store's namesake with motorcycles and choppers that represent Frank. Currently, the shop, which is in the back of Gendro's bar, Hobdogs, is set up like an 1880s general store, he said. Maybe bikes on a rack all the way down the center, he told The Sun. Fritz, a fan favorite known for his dark beard, quick smile, and deep passion for vintage motorcycles, was in hospice in Davenport when he died on September 30. He had been in poor health since having a stroke more than 2 years ago, the complications of which exaggerated his severe Crohn's disease, according to friends. He was 60. The antique enthusiast's death was confirmed by his longtime companion and History Channel co-star, Mike Wolf, who posted on Instagram that he was by Fritz's side when he took one last journey home. Although Fritz left the show prior to the 2020 start of the COVID-19 pandemic, a decision that drove a wedge between him and co-star Wolf, he remained a favorite among rabid Pickers fans. I've known Frank for more than half my life, and what you've seen on TV has always been what I have seen. A dreamer who was just as sensitive as he was funny, Wolf wrote. The same off-camera as he was on, Frank had a way of reaching the hearts of so many by just being himself. As spring unfurls its gentle warmth, a unique event is set to unfold in tribute to a fan-favorite icon, Frank Fritz of American Pickers. This special memorial motorcycle ride will bring together a vibrant gathering of fans, friends, and fellow riders in a heartfelt tribute to the man who touched so many through his passion for vintage treasures, American history, and the thrill of the open road. Frank was a beloved figure on American Pickers, where he and his longtime friend, Mike Wolf, crisscrossed the country, unearthing gems from forgotten barns, cluttered basements, and dusty garages. Their explorations revealed much more than antique items. They exposed stories woven into the fabric of American history, connecting viewers to a past that was often rich with mystery and nostalgia. Frank's keen eye, humor, and enthusiasm for all things vintage made him a cherished personality, capturing the hearts of fans who saw themselves in his love for the rustic, the rugged, and the rare. The ride, organized by close friends and family, in collaboration with a local motorcycle club, will cover a scenic route that Frank would have loved. It will begin at sunrise in his hometown, a fitting tribute to a man who always looked for the day's next adventure. Riders from all over the country are expected to join, many of them fans who admired Frank, not only for his knack for discovering treasures, but also for his down-to-earth personality, honesty, and unwavering love for two-wheeled journeys. Motorcycles of every make and model will line up early that morning, each one customized with personal tributes to Frank. Some riders will don vintage leather jackets adorned with patches collected over the years, while others will display decals with his memorable quotes or imagery of the antiques he cherished. Bikes with sidecars, Harley-Davidsons, Triumphs, and even rare custom bikes will rev their engines, creating a rumbling symphony that Frank, an avid motorcycle enthusiast, would have appreciated. At the starting point, an emotional ceremony will be held, featuring a moment of silence and the sharing of memories. A large photo of Frank will take center stage, surrounded by items he would have loved: an old gas pump, vintage license plates, neon signs, and quirky finds that he might have picked up along the way. A close friend, choked with emotion, will recount tales of Frank's boundless energy, his infectious smile, and his excitement every time he stumbled upon a particularly rare item. The stories will highlight not just Frank's career, but his genuine kindness and the impact he left on the lives he touched, from lifelong friends to fans he'd met only briefly. Frank's memorial ride will continue along a route that includes a few of his favorite places, each carefully chosen to reflect his spirit. Stops are planned at a handful of charming antique stores, a tribute to his unending search for history. These stores have put together mini exhibits of their most Frank-worthy finds, items that might have caught his eye or led him down a rabbit hole of historical inquiry. As the group arrives at each stop, the owners will share a bit about their collections, regaling the riders with tales that echo the American picker's spirit. Here, fans will feel Frank's presence, knowing he would have loved every dusty artifact and unusual piece. The halfway point will bring the group to an outdoor venue set up with food trucks, live music, and local vendors selling antiques, collectibles, and memorabilia. As music fills the air, fans will mingle, sharing their favorite American Pickers episodes and the moments when Frank's unique humor made them laugh. A dedicated Pickers Corner will display some of Frank's best finds, kindly loaned by friends and family for the day, showcasing everything from retro toys to vintage advertisements. One of the highlights of the gathering will be a raffle, with proceeds going toward causes that Frank supported, including animal shelters and historical preservation projects. Items up for grabs will include vintage relics, custom motorcycle gear, and signed photos of Frank. Some fans have donated keepsakes as a show of respect, and they'll share with others why Frank's journey inspired them to start collecting or take to the open road themselves. As the sun begins its descent, the ride will continue on its final leg toward a beloved scenic overlook, where Frank and his friends used to pause to watch the sunset. Riders will line up along the hill's edge, engines humming in a unified salute to their fallen friend. The sight will be breathtaking, rows upon rows of motorcycles gleaming in the twilight, a testament to Frank's enduring impact on his fans and friends. A final moment of silence will honor Frank as dusk descends. A close friend will step forward to lead a collective engine rev, a send-off that's both thunderous and heartfelt. As the rumble fades, there will be a powerful quiet, an acknowledgement that while Frank may be gone, his spirit lives on in the love, camaraderie, and shared passion of those gathered. Each rider will head home with a sense of fulfillment, carrying a bit of Frank's legacy with them. Some will return to their towns inspired to delve into antique shops, to start their own journeys of discovery, or simply to appreciate the beauty in everyday relics of the past. Others will take to the road more often, riding in Frank's honor and embodying his spirit of exploration. In this memorial ride, Frank Fritz will be celebrated not just as a television personality, but as a symbol of the American spirit. His joy in the search for something lost, his appreciation for objects with stories to tell, and his passion for the open road have touched thousands. The memorial ride will be a chance for everyone to embrace that same spirit, to share the thrill of the journey, and to honor a man who reminded us all of the treasures we might find, both in the world around us and within ourselves.